Well, hello, my pickles. This is Sarah, Pearls of Wisdom and Food with Keto. And today, I'm not quite sure where my carbs are. We'll see when we get to the bottom of this. Today is Monday, October 9th. And I just worked the last 2 overnights, and I have 1 more to go. Bonus shift. So here I am. And I've got my food in. I've just had my first meal of the day. It is 12:19. So this is what I'm having today. This is my chronometer. This is the upgrade. I think it's $35. So I don't know what you get for free, but there is a free version as well. But with this, it's a golden apple that I click onto. So today, my total calories for the day are going to be 1,293 calories. Okay? And put the rest. So 1293. My carbs are 19.4, so I'm very happy about that because I'm having lots of fun things. My fat is 87 grams. And I'm having salmon, so that's why you see all of that. 453% of omega-3. Yeah, baby. And my protein is 75. So I like the ratio there. And the ever-elusive potassium, I've got 58% today. And I'm not sure if there's more. That just doesn't get registered or not. But this is what I'm eating, or what I have eaten. So I did my overnight, so I had a bulletproof coffee. 2 tablespoons of heavy whipping cream, 10 asparagus, 5 with my first meal and 5 in my salad. And I lightly roasted them for like 4 minutes because they're kind of thick in my toaster oven sprayed with coconut oil. 25 grams of red cabbage, 25 grams of raw radicchio, both in the salad, and then my tablespoon of half olive oil, half macadamia nut oil that I purchased at Shaw's and Shaw's or Star Market, depending on where you might live. I think maybe Albertsons too. I think they're the parent company. 40 grams of my avocado in the salad. 50 grams of the celery in the salad. For lunch, I had 1 ounce of Cabot sharp cheddar cheese, 1 egg scrambled, and then I'm just counting a tablespoon of butter here and there. I had 1 ounce of pepperoni that I sautéed in a skillet for a while. 100 grams of mixed greens, which is the base of my salad. 60 calories, 1 ounce of Organic Valley feta cheese, and 6 ounces of wild-caught salmon. So my lunch today was very unorthodox, and I can't wait to have it again. That's how good it was. So it was the bed of asparagus. And so 5 asparagus, and on it I put the scrambled egg and the cheese, the sharp cheddar cheese, and then the pepperoni, the ounce of pepperoni that I sautéed, and gosh, that was it. And I just savored every bite. It was delicious. So it was a little pizza tasting, but I put lots of hot peppers on it. Thoroughly enjoyed it. So tonight will be the 6 ounces of wild-caught salmon. Greg smoked it on the big green egg yesterday, and I will finish it off in the toaster oven. He's going to have a substantial piece, and mine is 6 ounces. To the 0-0, I was quite pleased that I cut it, not knowing, and then I weighed it before I put it in my chronometer. So that's what I'm having here. And last night I binged on keto sites. I did watch Tea with C, or Tea and C with Christina, and that was really sweet. I'd love to do something like that if I can figure out Well, she wasn't really live. She was just taking questions. So she must have asked people to pose questions, and then she answered them. And it was a lot of fun. And I guess we're both enjoyers of popcorn when we have a treat. And the next day we do, we make sure we do intermittent fasting with lots of fat, staying away from lots of carbs. So, yeah. So she's a really good soul. I'm sure many of you know her. And then I watched as well, No Excuse Girl, Esther, my granddaughter, my keto granddaughter. And she was making, she was kind of trying to find something pumpkin-y with her bulletproof coffee. It looked divine. 2 tablespoons of butter, 2 tablespoons of heavy whipping cream, and then some cloves, some nutmeg, some cinnamon. Did I miss anything, Esther? And then she did it in the NutriBullet. It looked, now that's my type of bulletproof coffee. It looked really, really good. So, and then a couple of people that I've never ever watched before, and I suspended my judgment and just dove into what they were having. They were young and bubbly, and really didn't talk too much about anything except what they were having for the day. They were very cute. It kind of worked, but I didn't subscribe to them because they got into the keto-fied aspect of their food plan. I watched Keto Connect, where they had both been on a 96-hour fast. That was kind of fascinating, too. And I think his name is Matt and Mega. He lost 10 pounds, and she lost 4 or 5. She was vague about that. And he put back 1, I think. And she put back none. And then they did a lot of before and after, and they're already trim people anyway. But so they did it, and they got through it, and they learned a lot, and they shared a lot of myths, a lot of different things. And I think that when they had their first post 96-hour fast, they were easy does it with it, which they say you should do. Don't dive into it like it's the all-you-can-eat buffet and it's your last meal. So that was interesting too. And I watched Remington Man do a, just for the ladies, what to cook. I think I'd watched it before, but it's very straight keto, so that I liked. And it was bacon and eggs with cheese and spinach for the first meal of the day. The second meal of the day was an 8-ounce burger, 90-10, I think, with some blue cheese and olive oil scrambled up. I think it was scrambled. And on the side was asparagus. And he made a duplicate, so he had both. So one was going to be the second meal of the day, and the other one was going to be the third. And then he did a cheese stick snack, but I kind of zoned out on that because I don't snack. And so it was interesting, and he talks really fast. And it ends up, it was like a 1,450 calorie plan for the day. So there was no mention of coffee or bulletproof coffee, I don't think. So it was just kind of fascinating to see how other people do it. I think the older a person is, the less they're apt to play with carbs and do keto-fied sort of things. Oh, and I watched a Holista, Erin, and she was talking about having junk food and soda on the keto plan and what that would do. So that was interesting. And she's got the neatest coffee grinder, if you ever watch her podcast, where she makes her bulletproof coffee in the morning. And it really looks, I mean, talk about as fresh ground as possible. Loved it. So I filled I watched 2 solid hours back to back to back to back to back. And then maybe some additional time was spent too. But it's amazing how many videos you can watch when they're, 5 to 10 minutes each. And you're spending 2 to 3 hours just sitting there watching them in between checking on my prisoners. So I work another shift tonight, and I'll probably watch some more. But it was fascinating, and I love people that are true to themselves, There was one woman named Alrena, I think. Not Alrena Rain. I've seen her. She's the one that has chickens and an adorable little girl, but this was another woman, and it doesn't say her last name on her site, but she was interesting as well. So my question to you is, have you ever done just see who's in your feed and keep watching them, whether you've subscribed to them or not, just to see what they're all about? And then I looked up an old keto person that I followed when I first became keto, Chantel, Chantelle, and she hasn't done a podcast for 6 months. And I looked up Ashley Mann, who was keto, then went higher carb, and I haven't seen her for a while either. I did tune into Katie, and I did listen to a Michelle Rock one as far as the last week roundup goes, and Michelle wasn't going to be strict keto doing podcasts. She was just going to kind of take it easy. She had a lot of family issues, and Katie was kind of the same. So they aren't doing strict or even lazy keto, no tracking, no weighing, measuring, and so they're kind of not practicing keto at this time, but it was nice to see a podcast of each of them. Better alive than dead, I say. So that's the deal here. I know I need to watch some Keto Meets Menopause with Alma. I need to watch some Keto Mad, which I probably will do now. I just wanted to get out this. I love when Keto Mad does when Marnia does the grocery hauls, and Alma's grocery hauls too. And Alma cooks such delightful things, but it's kind of food porny to me, so I just watch her other sort of podcasts where it's not this beautiful, glorious thing that she's made. She's such a good cook. So, yep, that's my deal here. I'm delighted to have you on board watching, and I'm delighted to continue practicing keto under 20. It's a lifestyle that I wouldn't trade for anything. So thanks so much for watching, my pickles, or soon to be. Please subscribe below. Please comment. I always like that too. And I will see you the next time. This has been Sarah, Pearls of Wisdom and Food with Keto under 20 for the day. And I do total carbs. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye for now.